All right, guys, so welcome to the October 2024 results meeting. How do we do?
Really good.
Really good. What did we end up with, you guys know? 877.
Oh.
All right, with 431 policies sold. So that is our what?
Best month ever.
That is our best month ever. All right, it's our best month ever. We've been around for 17 years. We have a lot of months, and 877 is our best month ever. So I have a lot of good news. Obviously, it's something that happened last night, which I may or may not get into. I'm going to try to control myself. I'm not talking about that too much, but I'm just in a good mood. But also, we had our best month ever. So let's just give it up for ourselves, just first and foremost for that. So we have 431 policies sold. That was actually only 10 more than last month. So policies sold, we didn't sell that much, but thanks to our higher premiums, we did 110K more than last month. So that's a huge jump. Although only 10 more policies, some of these bigger policies like Enrique's really helps us really have our best month ever. And we always want to look back at last year in October and see where we finished with. Anyone want to take a guess where we were last year? Many of you guys were here. Okay, so 2023, October, 361. Now this year, 877. Now I'm starting to think 2025 where we're going to be at. So overall, just a lot of optimism. I'm very happy with, and very just really just want to just say my thank you to you guys for just making last month such a great month for us. So average sales per agent is 20. So that only went up a little bit because last month was 19. So I feel like we can still get that up. Okay, policy count. Policy sold per agent is less than 1 per day. Now I feel like we could get, this actually went down because October there was more days, so that's why we sold more, but per day we're actually selling less per day. And I think it's pretty reasonable for us to try to sell at least 1, 1.5, maybe even 2 per day. So we still have some work to do there. Yes, we're selling policies, and every policy we sell is worth more now, so we're getting more premium. But policy count, like as far as how many policies we're selling, we want to get that up per agent here. Average premium per agent, anybody want to take a guess? 40K, 41K. All right, so that's great news there. On average, our average agent is doing 41K, and that's a good number there. All right, how do we do? Less is more. So what do we have less of this month, last month? We have one less agent too. Okay, so we made a decision there. We have one less agent, but we still had our best month ever. So we're just really proud of ourselves there. I went to the mega conference. I met with and talked to a lot of different top agents there. And I think the takeaway there for me was, wow, all these agencies are doing things different ways. I have all these new ideas, like that's so awesome. They're doing this, they're doing that. And I just came back and said, you know what, I want to be disciplined here. And instead of doing something new, I'm going to focus more on doing what we do just better. And then the big thing for me is that we made a profit. All right, so I've been talking about this almost every single meeting, but this is the first time since March some of these renewals are kicking in and the broker fees you guys are doing a great job of. So finally, okay, it's not covering my personal expenses, but as a business as a whole, the agency actually had more revenue than expenses. So I just want to say thank you guys. It's been a long 7 months. I don't know how I just stayed positive this whole time, but you guys may not know how much it was kind of killing me to see us doing bad, but I just knew this day was going to come. And honestly, it came a little bit sooner than I actually projected. So it's just the beginning here, and I feel like we're going to start a new streak, and we're going to talk about that a little bit later. So just want to thank you guys for just your contribution to making this our first profitable month in many months. So let's give it up for ourselves for that. All right, so let's get into our winners here now. I want to have a new category here, which is called new category is a 5-star agent of the month. So this is something that celebrates the agent that got the most 5-star reviews on Google. So how does getting a 5-star review help us? Attracts more people. There you go. Google, they're in the business of referring. Okay, so if they go to Google and they search auto insurance, they don't want to send their client somebody that is bad, because then they're like, I don't want to go to Google. They send me crap people. So when we have 5-star reviews, they're like, you know what, we feel comfortable introducing our client with you guys because we have referrals, we have reviews. So it helps us get a lot of leads, okay, number one. What's number two? Builds trust, which helps you guys.
More sales.
There you go, it's really perfect. It helps our closing ratio. I'm not sure if you guys know, but every time we get a lead, they get a link, and every single one of our websites, web pages, has our reviews. Okay, so if they're looking for insurance and then they find us and they're like, okay, well, I'm not sure about this, they click on our link, they see your picture, and they see all the reviews, your personal reviews. They're like, okay, I feel better now. Your closing ratios really goes high with reviews, so we're really promoting that. And number three is one that is very interesting to me because, yes, sales training is very important, okay, and Laura's doing a great job with that. But I read somewhere that number one thing that helps you guys sell more is your guys' conviction. Okay, if you actually believe what we're selling helps them, it makes you guys better. If you think like, what I'm selling them is like not a good deal, or it's like too expensive, or like it's bad customer service, or I'm actually screwing them over, those type of sales positions, they don't last that long because you just like feel guilty in a way, and you actually can't convince them to get it because you kind of feel bad. So I want you guys to know, we got 73 reviews last month out of 431 sales. That's a pretty good percentage. So I want you guys to know that's why those emails get out when you guys get 5-star reviews that, hey, our customers are very happy with us. We're providing great customer service. If they're late, they show up, we're working on a list. When they call, we answer their calls, and then they go through crazy stuff to make them happy with their weekly wins. I hear their stories as far as what they do for customer service. And our product that we are offering to our clients is something that you guys can be very proud of. All right, so I want to give a shout out. We have a 4-way tie because many of you guys got 3 reviews. Okay, so we don't have a clear winner. Maybe we'll do a trophy next month. But these agents had the most reviews. America with 3. Okay, Diana with 3. Espedi with 3. Espedi's here, so let's give it up for Espedi. 3 reviews here. And then Janelli with 3. So great job there. We have 1,457 reviews as of right now. We got 73 in 1 month, so I can see that going higher and higher. The more we have, the higher our closing ratio, the more leads we're going to get. So it's a big part of our strategy moving on forward. All right, most hours worked. We have a good month last month. Okay, last month was bad. Well, September was bad, 87%. This month we're at 90%. And I will also say that many of you guys got sick and many of you guys worked through it. So that's something that I really want to give you guys credit for. We have 8 agents over 100%, Janelli at 100, Eva with 101, Jackie with 103, Mari with 104, and Iris with 104. So great job to all of you guys. Top 3 have Christian with 104, Angie with 106. We have a lot of agents in this room here. And first place finisher for most hours work goes to Genesis with 108%. Now she's averaging 103% for the year, and she is still always 10 to 5 minutes early every single day. And working the Saturdays just helps us get us to a great start. So great job there, Genesis. More on her later. Most phone calls, we have America with 516, Christian with 546. Most phone calls goes to Eva with 754. This is her 7th month in a row now. Okay, and even though she's doing sales, I think that old habit of just picking up calls all the time is helping her get quotes. You know, because she's like Spanish quote and nobody can do it. It's like, all right, I guess I can, right? So a great job there, Eva, just still having that habit of picking up calls and actually getting sales results out of that too. Most phone hours. Mari with 59 hours. Great job, Mari. America with 60. First place for most phone hours. This is his category now. Christian with 77 hours in the phone. This is his 5th time winning this category. One thing that really stands out to me is his consistency. So a lot of times I just copy and paste some of these slides, and every month I just change it like 76, 80, 77. It's like always like around the same amount. Last month was 76. Here's a year-to-date leader with 80 hours on average per month. All right, and this month we have a new category that came back here because we kind of took a break on this, but we do have a Life Agent of the Month this month. Let's give it up for Iris with 2 policies. She made $739 off those 2 policies, so that really did help out her commissions there, so great job there. Actually, more on Iris a little later too. Hustler of the Month. We have a lot of hard workers in this room here, And these are the top 3 for last month. Christian, 104% attendance, second in phone calls, first in phone hours. Eva, congratulations for being nominated, 100% attendance, first in phone calls, fourth in phone hours. And then Mari with 104% attendance, fourth in phone calls, third in phone hours. Just being nominated is a big deal because there's 21 agents here. And I just want to give out the Hustler of the Month award to, that's right, Christian. Congratulations. All right, we've got Christian. More on him later here. We got the mic ready, so you guys be ready here, okay? So this is his back-to-back month now, 2 months in a row. He's won it 3 times out of the last 4 months. I would just say when it comes to this award here, I mean, first in phone hours is a huge indicator. That's just what we do is we're on the phones, we're trying to sell policies. But first in quotes, okay? So that's what we should be doing, is we should be quoting, and he's just big on quoting here with 173 quotes. So great job there, Christian, for being a Hustler Agent of the Month for October. So let's get into our BMEs here. So we have 4 best months ever last month. Anybody want to take a guess off how many we had this month? 8 BMEs, so let's go through these, okay? So first one we have is Iris with 22K. All right, great job there. Iris just started selling in June, so June was 800, August was 13,000, September 21, and then 11,000. Okay, so she was kind of in that area where it's like, okay, well maybe we could start seeing, you know, and not that we kind of like said anything or anything like that, but she probably recognized it herself because, you know, there was somebody else that we kind of like didn't work out for us because we were patient but didn't get above that 10, you know, range. So maybe she just thought, I need to do something here, and with Laura's feedback from where she was and where she is now with the sales training, she would even tell me like, oh, I got my call training on this day, like I'm looking forward to that. Like 2 days earlier, she's like, yeah, I want to find out what I'm doing here. And then she was so interested, she would just stay late, and then even if it's a small policy, she will stay late, and then Saturday opens up, she'll take the Saturday, work till 3, and then she just found a way to not let that be her standard of that level. And she did 22,000, 104% attendance, and then also sold 2 life policies, which really helped her out. So just a great sign for things to come for her to get here and have her first best month ever at this category. So let's give it up for Iris one more time. All right, what'd you think there, Iris? How'd your month go?
I'm very happy about my month. I think I did good. You know, I'm also happy about the 2 life policies that I was able to sell. I was able to help more families get protected. And yeah, I just want to thank Laura for her training and all her feedback. I feel like that really helped me towards the end because I had a slow month. Like the slow start of the month, I was freaking out because for 2 weeks I wasn't selling any auto, so I was like freaking out. But in the end, I came through.
All right, good down there, Iris. Well, not that freaking out is a good thing. But this showed that she really cared, you know. And I, in a way, it is a good thing. Like, oh, that's not, you're not happy with that, or you're worried about that. It's a good thing. So really turned it around and have a lot more momentum going into this month too. So I'm really excited for Iris. All right, and then we have somebody in our room here with their best month ever with 31K. That's right. Let's get it for Janelle. So yeah, come on up here.
I just want to thank the sales training because they have been helping me a lot. And then the whole team, everyone in here being able to be super helpful if I have any questions.
This is Janelle's second, is it your full month or?
My first full month.
First full month? Because last month you did 15K, it wasn't a full month, huh? Okay, so actually, I might have to look back at the stats, but second month, 31K. And I remember she always wanted to say she wanted to be up on the screen. Yeah, and this is your first time, so I think it's a special moment right here. But 31K on your first full month is very strong. The last agent that had 31K or more in their second month, guess who it was? It was Enrique. And look what happened to him, right? So great job there, Janelle. All right, and then we have another agent, not in this room here, but with 34K, best month ever. That's right, let's get up for Eva. Congratulations. Let us know how it went there.
I was nervous about it, but every day I would wake up and be like, all right, Eva, it's a new day, new start. Let's do this. Forget about what happened yesterday. Just go in and move on and start a new day. So that's how I would see it every day. As a new day, new start, everything, fresh, everything. Whatever I did yesterday doesn't count. Let's start a new day. That's how I seen it every day. And everybody, of course, everybody always motivating me like, oh, you got this, you know. My husband always saying, you got this, you got this. And yeah, I feel like with everybody like always motivating me, good job, good job. It's just, I don't know, it just makes me happy.
It just makes me feel so good about what we do here. Is that's the type of culture we want to have. Like everybody happy for each other, and especially you play a big role in training her too, then the late shift too, and everybody just saying positive words. And that's one of our core principles is positivity, and it's also not just at work, but surround yourself with positive people outside of work. So big shout out to your husband for helping you have that right mindset to be a winner at work. So it took a long road to get here, but from going from 6K to 19K and now 34K, it's just a great start. 100% attendance, first in phone calls, fourth in phone hours, fourth in closing ratio, first in payments, first in tickets, and first in customer service broker fees too. We didn't even do a ticket presentation because it's not enough anymore for us to do it. So you're still first there, but still the customer service agent of the month as well. So let's give it up to Eva, soon to be a 40K agent. I'm very sure of it. So one last time. All right, and then another best month ever here at 43K in this room. That's right. Let's give it for Jackie Chan. Let us know how your month went.
I'm happy for my results. Like, I didn't make my goal that I wanted, which was 50. But I think what helped me a lot was the training with Laura, and I feel a little bit more confident when it comes to working with bigger policies. Like at first, I would get kind of nervous when it was 6-7 cars, because I was scared that they were gonna say no. But now I feel more confident. And then what helped me a lot was just following up with my clients and being more persistent too.
Great job, Jackie. So this is her second best month ever in a row here. Okay, second month over 40K as well. 103% attendance, fourth in phone calls, fifth in phone hours, fifth in closing ratio, and then a 92% retention rate. Okay, retention rate is going to be a huge topic that we're going to talk about. We want to try to get that better, so we're going to make more efforts, but as a focus here, moving on forward. But Jackie at 92%, leading the way with retention, meaning that, and I could tell, she just has the empathy in her voice. She cares about her customers, and her customers calls back, she helps them too, and they get referrals that way too. So retention is a huge part of helping us make more money, and you guys making more money. So I'm really happy to see her get this level here, and I just, in the future, see a 50K agent right in front of me. So let's get up for Jackie one more time. All right, and then 49K agent with the best month ever in this room here. Lade. All right, take it away, Lade.
Okay, so it all started with knowing that I was gonna be gone for 2 weeks for my vacation. So I was I have to hit my best month ever. I have to pass the 42. I even told Dan, I was like, I'm not leaving on vacation until I know that I hit my best month ever. I'm canceling my trip if I don't. So I left, I believe, with 41 or 42. And then when I was in vacation, I was about to get on a ride and I see the stats and I was already at 49K and I was like, wow. So I was that excited. But yeah, just, being persistent, like how Jackie said, and just following up. And yeah, and with the help of Iris, Angie, Janelli, Mari, it was possible for the last 2 weeks. Yeah.
All right, great job there. Good job, Jackie. I think that's great to give credit, to others, when you have a great month. Because from 42 or whatever you're at to get to 49, those were deals that other, your teammates closed for you. Okay, so help you get your best month ever just shows great teamwork, and that's something that we definitely have at our agency. So 49K, she actually beat her best month ever by 8K on a short month. And because she had the vacation that was planned from beginning of the year, her attendance was 68%. So if your attendance is at 68% and you write 49K, what do you think that equates to for your math guys here if you had 100% attendance?
She would have hit a good number.
She would have hit a very good number. She would have hit 72K. Okay, so that just shows what potential she has. And I just see a top 3 agent in the future because that's a huge number on pace that she was. So let's get her for a day one more time. And then we have another very special best month ever because this is a first time at the 50K club. Who do we have in this room here?
Mari.
Let's get up for Mari.
First of all, I want to thank my husband. He pushes me every day. Every day he's like, how many did you sell today? How many? And I'm like, oh, 1, 2. You can do better. You can do better. So that's why I'm thanking him because he's my biggest motivation. He always pushes me to be better. And myself, because I keep pushing myself. One of my goals was to hit 50K, and I did. So it feels good to be in the 50K club. So yeah, that's it.
All right, yeah, very special moment here because, she took a break, and then before that she was at 40K. That was her best month ever prior to that, back in May. And she took a break, and when you take a long break, then it takes a little time to get back into the groove of things. So 9K, 13K, and then last month 31K, and now jumping up to the 50K level. 104% attendance, 4th in calls, 3rd in hours, and 5th in quotes. So after the surgery, I'm sure this was a long road to get back to this level here. And with feedback, I get a lot of feedback, but Laura tells me, she's one of the ones that really takes the training very seriously, and from where she started to where she's at, it's just a huge difference there. So that just takes the commitment for her to really want to learn and how to get better at sales. And getting to 50K is a level there where I look at it like this is a month where she re-established herself to being one of the leaders of our agency, the career path that she's on right now. So great job there, Mari, to get 50K. I know a lot of hard work went to get here, and I'm just really proud of you. All right, and then we also have Genesis with 66K. More on her later, okay, because we got to talk about the top 3 category here, but this is her 3rd time over 60K, and she's averaging 47K for the year. And then we have a huge number here. Who do we have here with his best month ever? Unbelievable. Enrique at 103,000. His previous best month was 92K, but definitely more on Enrique later too. Pro level agents here. Okay, we have over 40K and up. 10 agents. Day, Alexis, Kalia, Diana, and Jackie. Okay, so we have 10 agents out of 21 agents, which is 47%. And all these agents, I know they're going to be at 50K. Every single insurance agency, company, carrier is saying next year it's going to be 30 to 40% more. Okay, so that means we're all getting a 30% raise. Think about it. Okay, if you guys sell the exact same amount of policies, which is not going to be the case because we're doing sales training and you guys are getting better at sales. If you guys sell the exact same amount of policies, everybody in this room, because you guys are in sales, is going to be making 30% more next year. Okay, so these numbers are going to go up. You guys have the skill to do that. I'm very excited about that. So that's almost half our agents over 40K. We want to get that number up to 100%. That's my goal. Let's get every single one of you guys over 40%, making more money, making higher tiers, and going from there. Top tier agents. Let's get for Spady for 56K. Great job there with a 31% closing ratio. And then Mari also joining the club for the first time at 50K. All right, 3rd place, most premium here. Who do we have? Christian with 66K. This is his 5th month in a row in the top 3. And last month's Agent of the Month. One of the things I just want to share with you guys is his work ethic. Number 1 in quotes, number 1 in phone hours. That's just really the secret, I guess you could say. He's just always here and he's quoting, and his commitment too to training. Anytime we have a book review, Okay, he gets really ready for it, and he really reads it, and he applies it to how it works, and he shares with us also what he's learned from his book, which is very valuable, presentations that he had. And then availability too. Always here early, 10 minutes early, just ready to quote people, and just that, sometimes people say your best ability is your availability. So when it comes to work ethic, he's just a great example of what working hard is all about. He made $4,000 in commission, add that to his base, he made $7,700. And he is, like he said last month, he is trying his best, and he wants you to as well. So let's hear from Christian one more time this month too. Actually, here we go. This one first.
Yeah, I guess it's nice being top 3. I always do try my best. I guess the way I see it is I'm young. I'm like 29, and I personally just work and go home. So if I'm gonna be here, I want to try to be the best every single time, every month. What else am I gonna do? I get paid to quote and call, so that's what I want to do when I'm here, and I just want to try my best every time, and I'm gonna, keep trying every month to do that. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Thank you, Christian. Yep. Yeah. What's a better use of your time? I mean, obviously you want to spend time with family and your important ones after work, but it's like, hey, why not make money? Why not spend our time making money? Sometimes the good thing about working hard is that when you're working hard, you can't spend your money either. So great job there, Christian, of just always working and making a better future and really being, ahead of a household. Those are the type of stuff that I respect. So great job there. So second place finisher for most premium. Let's give it up for Genesis, $66K. $398 is how much she beat Christian by. Super close there. Now this is kind of cool because this is the first month ever that they finished in the top 3 together.
I know, I'm so excited.
Great teamwork there. Now Genesis also just really didn't get off to that great of a start. Okay, but beginning of the month you were a little worried, right? Looking at the pace, you didn't like it. Yeah. Looking back at the pace on 10-10, she was on pace for like 20K. She just, even at the halfway point of the month, she was on pace for like 40K. So she was like kind of like, this isn't really like up to what I'm used to. Then on Friday, October 18th, that Friday and that Saturday and that Monday, it was the same weekend that Enrique sold 20K. She also sold 20K off those 3 days. So that just shows you how explosive this business could be. And sometimes you could look at it and be like, I got lucky. But one of the things I can tell you about Genesis is that she just stays ready. Because you just have to be available at that time when those people call back or when those quotes come in. And just, again, availability when it comes to just always being, they come together, so it's great for us. Always 10 minutes early, 108% attendance, second in quotes. She made $6,600. And this is her first time ever being in the top 2. So special moment for her. Let's get up for Genesis one more time. All right, here you go, Genesis.
Well, like Dan said, I was a little bit worried in the beginning because I wasn't hitting the mark that I usually do. But I guess I was just very persistent on being top 3 again. I had a taste of it and I really liked being top 3, so I just wanted to be there again. And I guess my persistency really helped me out on that. And then also following up with the quota that I had ready, and also thanks to Laura for her training. I really applied it, and it worked out in the end for me. So, yeah.
That's a great thing she mentioned there. Once you reach a certain level, not only just sales-wise, but income level, you want to do your best to maintain that, and that's kind of like a new standard that she has now. And for her to like just have that focus, like I'm gonna hit that level, even off to a slower start. Look where she ended up, unbelievable. All right, agent of the month here. Agent of the month time, who do we have? Enrique with 102%, 102,000. So I was getting the slides ready for this meeting here. A lot of times I just duplicate the slides from last month and then I change things around. And I noticed like, hey, wait, I don't have any pictures from Enrique from last month. So I thought that was unusual. And I think what happened here is that wasn't what he wanted this month. He's all over the size this month. And I think that's a good indicator of when you have a month, not that it was a bad month or anything like that, the previous month, is that when you have a bad month, how do you respond to that? Okay, does that become your new norm? Or are you okay with that? I could just tell that wasn't okay with Enrique because he came back with a vengeance. He sold 5 business policies which added up to 29,000. So that really helps you out in your stats. He had 960 text messages, which is 400 more than second place. Manual text messages that he's sending out. It looks like the agents that quote the most get the most sales because he's third in quotes. And 100K a month, this is something he's always talked about. And I think there's something to learn from there too. Like, you just put it out there, like you're not shy, like I want to do that, I want to do this. And when you say it out loud and you make it public, there's something to say about like being able to do it. I think it's a first sign of being able to accomplish a crazy goal is to actually say it out loud, and that's what he's done. And I'm just really proud that he's been able to do it. He's done 92K, 88K, but last month he helped us really get our best month ever as an agency and become profitable again for the first time in many months. And he made $8,600 last month. And what was interesting about how it all went is he was sick too, okay? And he got sick and he was just grinding it through and just being available. And it's a long month. October is a very long month. You know, it's many Saturdays. And just saying, I want to do 100K, I want to do 100K, and finally doing it, October 31st, he finally did it, right? And then the next day was Friday, and we had the exactly what to say meeting. And it's a long month, you know, you could be tired after, and then you start all over November 1st. You're like, oh my God, I just hustled so hard, and it's a brand new month. We're doing the book review, and I said, you know, I asked every single one of you guys what your goal is. And then after that long month, and finally hitting that goal that he had for months and months and months, he said, I want to do 120. So that just shows you how he thinks, and I really resonate with that. Once you hit a goal, even no matter how hard it was to reach that goal, it's just on to the next goal. It's like a starting point. It's not the finish line, it's like the starting point is the next goal. And that's something I could really resonate with. So great job, Enrique, for always having higher goals for yourself and reaching them, and then on to the next one. So congratulations, Enrique, for best month ever and agent of the month. There you go.
Well, I guess just consistency. And I mean, at the end of the day, it's just taking care of the client. That's how I view it. I mean, yeah, numbers are numbers, but at the end of the day, we're helping people. So I think that's something that's really important. And yeah, just being consistent and just really trying to help people.
All right, yeah, if you want to keep it simple, that's really it. You know, we want to think like, hey, how can I help this? How can I help? How can I help this customer? I have somebody on the phone here. What's their situation? What angles do I have to try to help this person out? If I were them, what would I want? You know, would I want to be available? Would I want to call them a certain way? What kind of tone would I want to use? So always thinking about the customer is really a key way to get more conversions. And that's definitely what he is able to do. And obviously the consistency, we don't want to take that for granted, but that's definitely something that he is, his secret or his key to success. All right, guys, so that was a great month here. Let's get to the second part of the meeting here, and I want to talk to you guys about where are we here.